Well, I think I've thought of everything. Oh, God, I hope I'm doing the right thing.
Vicky.
I thought you'd like some breakfast.
I can see that. I'm not very hungry.
You know, this sort of thing used to work wonders for us once. Maybe it can again.
Good morning.
Tina, what's going on? What are you doing here so early? I thought for sure you'd be sleeping at the halfway house.
Well, some things are worth getting up early for. Besides, I wanted to see how you were doing. I mean, we had quite a night last night, in case you've forgotten.
No, I haven't forgotten. In fact, I got very little sleep last night, about 2 hours. But you look...
Yes?
Very nice.
Thank you.
You know, that was no party we were at. If Clint and I hadn't gotten there when we did...
I know, but actually everything turned out just the way I wanted to. It was perfect.
I don't know that Max would agree with you about that.
Look, I feel terrible about Max, what happened to him, but at least this way the Wymans aren't going to be able to hurt anybody else.
I hope you're right about that. What the hell's going on up there?
Watch your feet, please. Madam, I'm afraid it looks like we're invaded.
Oh, that's all right, Harry. They're here for me. Come on in, everybody. Tina, give us a lowdown. Tina, what happened?
Tina, what the hell's going on here?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to know I will answer every single one of your questions, but first I want to make a statement about how I, Tina Lord Roberts, caught those terrible, nasty criminals, Ambrose and Serena Wyman.
They say you can't hear me. I've been talking to you ever since last night. You haven't blinked an eye. Guess maybe they're right, huh? I need you to hear me, Max, please. Please just do something to let me know that you're fighting.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Max. When Andy told me what had happened, I thought maybe I shouldn't come by. But I couldn't stay away. She told me how you sacrificed yourself to save your son. Well, Al has got one hell of a dad, you know that? He needs you, Max. Fight for him. We all need you. Your friends, fraternity roll. I need you. I'm sorry, I know that I've been real cold ever since we broke. Well, I'm sorry that the breakup was so painful. I really am. And I'm sorry that there's been so much tension between us. I'd like a chance to make that up. I'd like to be your friend. Just your friend. I mean, we've tried everything else, so maybe that'll work. What do you say?
Hello, Megan.
Oh, Gabrielle, I'm sorry.
No, I am sorry for interrupting.
Oh, I didn't mean to get in the way. I
You
just
don't
wanted
have to
to
explain anything.
It must mean a great deal to Max to feel that you're here.
Yeah, even if he does.
We can't give up hope. I spoke to the doctors this morning, and they're very optimistic. Extremely optimistic. He's going to pull through this. It's going to be just fine. I'm sorry, Gabrielle. He was always so strong, wasn't he? He was always so sure of himself. Megan, I'm not so sure anymore.
Well, it's obvious you've gone to a lot of trouble.
Seems to me that we're worth it. Besides, I remember I'd come to the office a few times and you would have a lavish lunch spread out or a cozy romantic dinner for two, and we would hold all the calls and lock the doors and...
Yeah, I remember.
Those were good times, Clint, weren't they?
Yes, they were the best.
Well, maybe we could have times like that again, couldn't we?
Well, I suppose anything is possible. I'm not too sure that one surprise breakfast is going to do the trick.
But it's a start. It's one small step for man and woman, one giant leap for husband and wife.
Oh, you mean they can put a man on the moon? You'd think they'd be able to save one little marriage.
No, they can't. But we can. Please, please. I've made all your favorite things.
Well, I reckon I can try a little bit of everything for old time's sake.
Yes. Good. For old time's sake, then. You know, I was thinking earlier about that night that we were trying desperately to beat the deadline on the Landview Dam story. And it must have been 4 o'clock in the morning before we finally put the paper to bed. And then we were so keyed up and wound up, we never even felt like going home, going to sleep. Remember that?
How could I forget? We were up half the night. We watched them desperately trying to seal the cracks in the dam, and then we rushed back here to write a whole new front page and tell the story.
Yes. Miracle Rescue in 6-point type. The biggest headline we ever had since Nixon resigned.
Miracle Rescue. I'd forgotten that part.
Well, we thought that all was lost, didn't we? We thought that the dam was going to break and that the river was going to flood the whole valley, but then it didn't. With a lot of hard work and a miracle or two, we made it.
Vicky.
And do you remember that the best part of everything was the impromptu celebration that we had here at 4 o'clock in the morning? There was a deli that we found that was open all night long. We got sandwiches and potato salad and soda pop and a big box of chocolate chip cookies, and we stuffed ourselves and toasted each other with vintage soda pop until dawn, and then we were so exhausted that we finally fell asleep in each other's arms, wrapped up on the sofa. We were so relieved to be alive and so very, very happy.
Yes, that was a memorable night.
It was one of many. Anyway, I'm sorry I don't have any vintage soda pop to offer a toast with today, so champagne will have to do. I hope you don't mind that. Anyway, I'd like to offer a toast. To Clint and to Vicky. We've been through wars and we've survived a lot of hurricanes, but we're still here and we're still together. What's the matter? Don't you like my toast?
It's a lovely toast. You always know exactly the right thing to say. But I can see through all the words, Vicky.
Oh, Clint.
No, let me finish. You're trying hard. You're trying very hard, and maybe you're convincing yourself that it's going to work, but I'm sorry, you're not convincing me.
Tina, do you expect some reward for your heroics?
Oh, reward? No, goodness. That never entered my mind. No, I just wanted the good people of Landview to realize that I'm not the monster that I was portrayed as being. And if my actions last night helped to prove that, well, that's its own reward.
Okay, I guess that sums it up. And the press conference. Excuse me, Tina, can I talk to you over here for a second?
Excuse me, just a second.
Sure. I know exactly what you're trying to pull here.
Honey, I'm not trying to pull anything. While you were asleep, all these reporters called wanting to ask me all these questions, so I figured the best way to handle it was to just deal with them all at once.
Oh, you're trying to tell me you didn't set this whole thing up, right?
Honey, look, please just try to understand.
Tina, come on, you set it up. Look, if you don't tell me, I'll go over there and I'll ask them, okay?
Oh, okay, fine, all right. I did, but what is it? Is that some big crime or something? Honey, it's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. I mean, I just wanted the truth to come out. I thought that the people of Landview had a right to know how the Wymans were captured.
A right to know. That's a good one, Tina. For you, that's rich.
Well, honey, you work for a newspaper. You want to spread the truth, right? You believe in that?
Come on, Tina, you're not concerned about the truth here, and you know it. All you want them to do is write an article in the paper saying that you are totally responsible for the Wymans being in jail right now, so you can get your reprieve, right?
Mrs. Roberts, you have one more visitor, ma'am.
Is there a statement for us, please?
Tina?
Oh, Herb, well, what are you doing here?
Well, I want to speak to you in private, Tina. If you can tear yourself away from your fans.
Herb, that's all right. Anything you have to say to me, you can say in front of all these good people. I want everything on the record.
All right. Tina, I just met with Judge Carlin. We had a conference call with the governor. In light of your efforts to apprehend the Wymans, you are hereby fully pardoned and released from the halfway house. That was great. Now, don't thank me. Thank the governor. He's the one who okayed it.
Oh, I will thank him. I will thank everybody, especially my brave and handsome husband.
Well, congratulations, Tina.
Statement, Tina.
Anything you want to say?
One more shot.
A statement? Goodness, I think I'm just so excited I wouldn't know what to say.
Oh, you'll think of something.
All right, I'd like to make an official statement here that I couldn't have done all this without the help of my wonderful husband, Cord, or my sister, Vicki Buchanan, or her husband, Clint, or, well, I have to mention Roger Gordon, too, and then the wonderful, brave Max Holden, who is fighting for his life this very minute in Landview Hospital. And I think now is the right time for me to make a personal appeal to District Attorney Callison. That Gabrielle Medina was very instrumental in us catching the Wymans, and I personally feel that the judge and the governor should pardon her, too. Well, how about it, Mr. Callison?
As a matter of fact, Gabrielle Medina's case has already been considered. So.
And?
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to discuss that until I've spoken to Gabrielle personally. So, congratulations. Excuse me.
Thank you, Herb. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, all of you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Tina.
Come on, folks. I need some
Hold it. Right there.
That's great. Just one more shot.
How's Max?
There hasn't been a change, Abby.
What does that mean?
It means he's holding his own, that's all I can say.
Andy, what did Dan say?
Nothing. It's just like all the other doctors. He wears his white coat and looks so wise. Same bunch with my mother.
Listen, I'm sure they're doing everything that they can.
Yeah, well, it's not enough, is it? I keep asking them how my brother is, and all they say is he's holding his own. What does that mean?
It means that he's fighting.
Or losing the fight. Oh, they love to say, we'll just wait and see. Wait for what? See what? Sounds like they're waiting to see him die.
Listen, I've spoken to Dan. It sounds like he sensed...
Oh, yes, they all seem that way. And they all have their diplomas hanging on the wall to prove how sensitive they are. But then when it comes to doing something, all they have to say is, wait and see. Wait and see.
Miss, I'm afraid I'm going to have to...
Yeah, well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to do your job and help my brother.
Look, if you insist on acting like this, I will personally have you removed from here.
Excuse me, doctor. Her brother, Max Holden, is in serious condition in ICU. I'll stay with her and calm her down. Okay? Okay, you can trust me.
Of course, Mrs. Buchanan.
How come they listen to you and not me?
It's all right, darling. Hello, Deborah.
All right.
You may not remember me. I'm Renee Devine Buchanan. We met at the Centennial Ball.
I remember you're married to that big zillionaire.
He's been called worse. Look, excuse me for butting in like that. It's really none of my business, and you can tell me to hush up, but I know how you're feeling. But I think taking your anger out on other folks, honey, isn't going to do Max any good.
That's just it. Nothing is going to do any good. I
I just want my brother to get better. It's been so long. Now it's gone.
Look. Why don't we go outside and have a nice walk? I think it'll help you, okay? Yeah, it'll do you good. Come on.
You know, I would go back to that moment when that gun went off in a minute. I would step right in front of Max. Gabrielle, don't blame yourself and don't wish to take on Max's pain. Max knew what he was doing when he threw himself in front of that gun. He wanted to save your life. But it wasn't just me. He used up the last bit of strength to save our son. But of course I knew he loved Al. But I never knew how powerful his love was until now. Now they say that love is the most powerful thing on earth. That's why you've got to keep fighting. So that you can give that love to our son. Max, do you hear me? You're the strongest, most determined man I've ever met. So come on. Get your strength and your courage together. Do it for Al. Do it for your friends and do it for me. Come on. We've come through so much. Don't leave me now. Not when we're so close. Max? Dan, Dr. Clark, Dan!
Okay, monitoring his heart, rhythm in the nurse's station.
Dr. Clark, it looks like we've got arrhythmia.
Frequent PVCs, Doctor.
Okay, give him lidocaine bolus of 75 milligrams, and I want a lidocaine drip at 2 milligrams per minute.
What? Dan, what is
Gabrielle,
it? No! I want to stay!
Outside, please.
Terrible prediction comes true.
Somebody call General Hospital!
Code blue, we all want.
Get these people out of here.
Monica? Catherine, I'm sorry. If you can release it. Robert Scorpio is dead.
Is Scorpio dead? General Hospital.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
One more shot.
Thank you. Have a great day, Tina.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
If you need anything else, you call. Don't worry.
We will. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Freedom! Hey, it feels so good. You know, that word freedom is better than any other word in the English language. I mean, my freedom is better than champagne or caviar or even diamonds.
Wow, better than all that, huh?
Oh, yeah, much better. You know, I used to think that money was better than anything, you know, but now I know it really counts.
And what's that?
Us, silly. I mean, look, after everything we've been through, I mean, the heartache, the pain, everything, I mean, it was all worth it because now we're together, you, me, and CJ. We can be like a real happy family.
Listen, Tina, I am very happy that you've been pardoned. You got to know that, but I wouldn't start popping corks just yet.
Oh, I know this has been very hard on you and on CJ. I mean, he's had to deal with just a part-time mommy, but that's all over with. We have to look at all the positive, really good things. And you know what? I am going to make you happier than you have ever been in your entire life. You are happy, aren't you?
Yeah, Tina, I told you, I am happy that you're free now. I guess it just kind of bugs me the way you went about going after the Wymans. That's all. I'm just having a hard time accepting some of it.
But I caught him.
So what's your point, Tina? That the ends justify the means?
No, I just meant that I did catch.
Could you sit down for a minute? I'd like to talk. You know, when you first decided to go after the Wymans, it's like the old Tina just suddenly reappeared. This is a Tina that you told me didn't exist anymore, that you told me I would never see again. I mean, you started acting on impulse. You didn't consider consequences, and this just didn't happen once, Tina. It happened over and over again.
Well, I didn't have time to think. I had to take action.
All right. Let's talk about some of those actions then. You actively manipulated the truth and a lot of other people just because you wanted something.
I didn't manipulate a lot of other people. I manipulated the Wymans because I had to. I had to fight fire with fire.
What about those press people? Just 2 minutes ago, Tina, you didn't manipulate them when you had this little press conference? I mean, yes, the Wymans have been caught. They are in jail. But Max is fighting for his life in the hospital right now. I didn't hear a whole lot about that when this three-ring circus was going on and you were in the spotlight.
You know I care about Max, and I'm very worried about him. And I don't know how you can be so hard on me. I only did this press conference thing so that I would be pardoned. If I'd known they'd already made the decision, then I wouldn't have done it.
You're not hearing what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'm not communicating it very well. Tina, you never seem to think beyond yourself, beyond what you want and when you want it. And I'm not sure that will ever change. Look, Lord knows I have tried to come to terms with all that, but it's getting tougher all the time, and I don't know that I ever will.
Wait a minute, what are you saying? You're not giving up on us, are you, Court? I mean, now I'm finally free, and we can really work on our marriage. I mean, it's really important. Please, I'm begging you, don't give up on us.
I'm saying I don't know, Tina. I'm torn here. I'm really confused because I honestly don't know where we can possibly go from here. I don't.
What we really need to do right now is just talk.
No, please, what I would like right now is a little time. Don't push this issue. I'd like to go upstairs and help Kim get CJ ready for the date. All right? Excuse me.
But please, all we need to do is talk. Now what am I gonna do?
Good morning, ma'am. I came by to see how Max is doing.
Well, not very well, I'm afraid.
Sorry.
But tell me, you didn't just come by to check up on Max, did you?
You're right. I'm leaving for Mendora today.
Well, all right, maybe trying too hard isn't the answer, but I think it's better than not trying at all.
That depends on what you're trying to do.
I'm trying very hard to save our marriage. Isn't that what you want? Am I the only one?
Save what marriage? Which one? The one we have now? The one that's more like a couple strangers sharing memories than it is a living, breathing bond between two people who love each other?
Look, I don't like the current situation any more than you do.
All right, what about the marriage we used to have? You know, before Roger Gordon showed up in our lives.
Just this once, please. Do you think we could leave Roger out of it, please?
Vicki, if only we could. If only we could. We can't get rid of Roger Gordon any more than we can turn back the clock.
But we can just forget about the past. Clint, we can start all over again, right now, today.
Fine. Fine, let's talk about the marriage that could be, the one that's out there in the future someplace waiting for us. How do we get to it? How do we reach it, Peggy? A surprise breakfast? Sunny smiles? Convenient amnesia?
I know you're angry, and I know you're frustrated, and I know I've hurt you. And I've made no secret of the fact that you have hurt me, and maybe one picnic in the office is not a solution. But it is a start.
The start of what? We've been married 7 years, and we're supposed to start learning how to talk to each other. Doesn't that say something?
Yes, it says we have our work cut out for us, but it's not impossible, Clint. God, look at us. We're so stiff and so awkward with each other. I wanted to do something, anything that would break through all this. So I did the wrong thing. Please tell me the right thing to do. I'm willing to do anything. I'm willing to try anything.
That must be Briggs.
Please tell him we're busy, all right? Please, please.
Okay, I won't be long. Roger. Perfect timing, just like always.
Good morning, Clint. Oh, Victoria, I didn't realize. I'm really interrupting you.
No, don't go. Don't go, you don't have to. I was just on my way out.
Oh, Clint, don't.
No, I want to call the hospital, make sure Max is all right. The office is yours.
Clint, please, don't.
Victoria.
Please, don't. Don't apologize. It's not going to help. This is the one time I wish you had called before you came by.
I wasn't going to apologize, and I'm glad I came by. After what I just saw, I'm convinced more than ever that you should let Clint go and marry me.
Roger, what you just saw was two people taking the first tiny little step toward reconciliation, and it was hesitant and it was tentative, yes, no question about it. But you cannot judge the future of my marriage based on that one moment.
You're right, and I'm not. I'm basing my judgment on what I know about you.
I am determined to try and save my marriage. I've made no secret of that.
All right, Victoria, I'll be blunt. I'll tell you what I want for myself. I'm ready to begin a whole new life, a whole new family. Yours and mine.
Oh, no, Roger, don't, please.
What, is it better if I lie, if I keep it locked up inside? I can't do that. I can't do that to you or to me. I can give you and your children a loving home. I can give you a trust and intimacy that Clint could never dream of.
No, please, I won't have you putting him down.
Look, I would say that to Clint's face if he would stick around long enough to face the truth, but he won't. He leaves the room. He flies off to Arizona. He starts throwing punches. Anything to stay away from dealing with what is. And what is scary. Changing your life, starting over. That's the scariest thing there is, but it's also exciting. And I can give you that, Victoria. Instead of tension and strain and effort, I can give you love and excitement and joy.
I had all that with Clint.
Had, past tense, it's over.
No, it's not. You can say it. I don't, because I can't. I had a wonderful marriage with Clint. It was vital and it was exciting, and we will have it again. And don't look at me like that. I realize that it is going to be very, very difficult, but I have to try.
You're right. It won't be easy. It's going to be damn difficult.
Please don't be angry with me, all right? There is no other way for me.
Yes, there is. You just refuse to see it. All right, Victoria, keep butting your head against a wall. I just hope when you come to your senses, it's not too late for all of us.
Miss Padina, there's a call.
Is it my mother?
No, Herb Callison. He'd like to speak with your sister.
Oh, I'll take it. Hello, Mr. Callison? Hi, it's Deborah. Can I help?
Oh, I knew you were going back to Mendora. I didn't think it would be so soon.
I know. It's sudden for me, too. Something's come up. Something that requires my immediate attention, and I have to get back to deal with it.
Oh, you sound very mysterious. Someone hasn't stolen the crown jewels, have they?
Oh, no, nothing like that, But a crisis is a crisis, and even a future king can't delegate all the responsibility.
Oh, I wish you'd been a CPA or a dentist or something, then I could have convinced you to stay here, maybe. But, well, I'll miss you.
Oh, you don't have to. You remember our conversation last night. I asked you to consider visiting Mendora. Well, you never got around to answering me. That's okay. It's all right. You don't have to tell me now. I need some time myself to work things out back home. But once I do, if I called and extended the invitation again, would you be interested?
Yes, I would certainly be interested.
Then there's one more question I have to ask. Can you spare some time now to see me off?
Oh, I would love to go to the airport with you, but I really feel like I should stay here.
Now, there's a phone in the car. On the way, you can call in for updates on Max's condition.
Okay. Can we call Sarah as well? I think that she'd probably like to say goodbye to her favorite patient.
Well, and I'd like to say goodbye to her, too. Shall we? Megan?
Yes, I'm coming.
Gabrielle, wait till you hear this.
Deborah, I just want to be alone right now, honestly.
Listen, I've just come off the phone from Herb Callis, and he wanted to talk to you, but I persuaded him to tell me. Guess what? You've been pardoned. Gabrielle, did you hear me? You don't have to go back to that horrible halfway house. You're free.
Free?
Listen, I know you're upset about Max, but when this is all over, we can celebrate.
I'd give up my so-called freedom if I could just get Max to stay alive. What is it? How is he?
Gabrielle, we've stabilized his heart rhythm for now.
Oh, thank God.
But I've got to be honest with you. His condition has taken a turn for the worse. We're going to have to monitor him very closely for the next few hours.
No, I want to go.
Gabrielle, he can't have any visitors.
What? I can't allow this to happen. You've got to tell me the truth.
Gabrielle, barring a miracle, I don't think he has much of a chance. But he's a strong man, and we're doing everything we can for him.
No, I can't let this happen.
Come on, Gabrielle.
No, I have something to do. Oh my God.
Vicky,
Oh, Roger's gone. Oh, your eggs got cold, but the coffee's still
I'm not
hot.
interested in Roger or breakfast. I just got off the phone with the hospital. Max has taken a turn for the worse.
Oh, God, no. Max.
You know, I've been kind of rough on you. Not just today, but I wish I had a better way to break the tension, to make things nice and easy between us.
Well, you don't. I understand that. It's just me indulging in wishful thinking again.
Well, you know, I've learned something about wishful thinking. Sometimes, not often, but sometimes it comes true. You know, I've always had a thing for cold eggs.
No, you haven't.
All right, so it's something new.
You don't have to do this, you know.
I want to. You know, I think it's a cardinal sin to let good champagne go flat. How about another toast?
Well, I tried that. I failed. Talk about things going flat.
I already told you it was a beautiful toast. It was a beautiful toast, Vicky, but maybe we should just slow down a little, take it a step at a time, and deal with the possibilities.
But that can mean anything, can't it?
But that's the whole point. Our future is in our hands. It's up to us. And we can go forward together, or we can go our separate ways alone. But at least we have the chance, the possibility. And a lot of people aren't that lucky.
No, Max.
Max and millions of other people. But we're two of the chosen few. Now, it might not seem like that at the moment. The pain may overwhelm the happiness. But if you're still willing to take that step,
The possibilities. It tickles.
well, I guess where there's fizz, there's hope.
And we can always fizz with the best of them. Do you remember the night?
You mean the Gordon's engagement party? How could I forget that? I made such a big to-do out of opening the champagne
And you sprayed poor old Vivian Gordon's new dress with all the champagne at the bottom.
Join me in some cold eggs? It might catch on, you know.
Sister Ophelia, God, you're here.
I heard about the shooting.
Yes, it's Max. The doctors say that they don't think he's going to make it. He needs a miracle.
Oh, my dear.
But they're wrong, aren't they? They're very wrong. I mean, God has the power to heal, doesn't he? He will heal him, won't
God
he?
works in his own way, in his own time. We cannot presume.
I'm not presuming. I'm not questioning. I'm just asking. And I'm begging for Max's life.
Come. Let's kneel and together we'll ask God to be with Max. Come what may.
No, don't say that. It can't possibly be God's will that he dies. Could he be that cold and selfish and
Oh, Gabrielle, you know better than that. God is loving and compassionate. And even though we may not understand...
I don't want to understand. I want Max to live.
Gabrielle,
No more words, no more. Just please, I need hope. I need a miracle. I need Max. Dear God, do what you want to me. I don't care. But don't let him die. Don't.
Tina, Aaron told me you wanted to see me.
You know, Dennis says you should brush after every meal. Personal hygiene is very important, don't you think?
Yeah.
Something wrong?
No, I'm sorry. I guess I just didn't expect to see you, in your nightgown.
What? This old thing? Oh, you couldn't possibly remember this.
Well, I do. Kind of hard to forget.
Yeah, you do remember, don't you? I mean, this is the nightgown that I wore the very first time we ever made love. So long ago, back in Texas.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Funny to me, it seems like just yesterday. You know, I wish I could recreate every single thing about that night. This room, the atmosphere, and the heat.
Yeah, that's Texas. Gets mighty hot down there.
Yeah. Ever notice how there's some old couples, you know, and they never lose that? Couples that have been together for ages and they never lose that heat. You can see it in their eyes. You can feel it in their touch. And that's what I want from us. Just how our love was at first, when it was very undeniable.
I know what you're trying to do here, Tina.
Oh, you do? Yeah, I never have been very subtle, have I? I want you to make love to me like you did the very first time.
You know, it's never been that I'm not attracted to you.
Is that how you feel?
You know, I want you, Tina. Hell, I've always wanted you. And I think I always will. But making love right now, that's not going to solve all of our problems.
No. But it is a start. All I'm asking for is for you to make love to me. Well, that's not too much to ask, is it?
Oh, yes, dear God, I know that I'm a worthless sinner. But I don't matter. And I know that I don't have a right to ask for anything, but I'm going to ask all the same. I'm asking for Max because he is a good man and he is a good father. He was willing to sacrifice his life for his son. Surely that touched you. He threw himself in front of a gun and took a bullet that was meant for me. Greater love hath no man. Isn't that what it says in the Bible? Doesn't his sacrifice mean anything to you? Does it mean that he gets a chance to live, to be with his son, to be with the people who love him? Oh, dear God, hasn't he suffered enough because of me? Don't make him die because of me!
Well, at least we've stabilized his heart rhythm.
Yeah, for now. Look at the latest lab workup. His potassium and creatinine levels are sky high. If the situation doesn't improve, his kidneys could shut down on us.
I know, Doctor, and then there's his latest chest film. It's completely whited out. Which means he's in heart failure and he's barely breathing on his own.
What did you tell Gabrielle?
What could I tell him?
Oh, there was a time I would have bargained with the devil, but not now. Now I want to bargain with you, Lord. If you spare him, right here on this altar in front of this cross, if you give him life there, I will do anything you want.
Gabrielle, no.
Anything! I will pay any penance, suffer any pain. I will give until nothing is left, and then I'll get more! Please, don't let him die. Let him live. Let him live.
Right now, the most pressing problem is impending kidney failure.
I've already put in a call for dialysis.
Well, we can hook him up and hope for the best, but frankly, Dan...
Dr. Clark, the monitor.
What's the heart
He's
rate?
having a run at VTAC.
Has he a pulse? Any spontaneous respiration?
No, Dr. Wallach.
I have nothing to offer, nothing but myself, but I give it gladly. I give it to you. If you spare him, I give you every minute I will devote to serving you, my Lord, and the church.
There's someone up the crash cart. Damn it, we're losing him.
Wife, give him hope. Dear Lord, I'm yours now and forever. Don't let him die, dear God, don't let him die.
Give me 100 milligrams of lidocaine.
Damn it. Damn it.
Max, don't give up on me now!
Come on, Max.
Come on!
Stay tuned for General Hospital next.